Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tech Out. So let's jump right in with a question that gets to the very heart of how you connect to the internet. Is your internet address a permanent fixture, or is it more of a temporary pass? The answer? Well, it actually impacts everything from your online privacy to your ability to host a game server. To even begin to answer that, we've got to talk about what an IP, or Internet Protocol address, really is. The simplest way to think about it is as a unique digital home address for your computer, your phone, you name it. It's the crucial piece of the puzzle that allows data to find its way to you and from you across the vastness of the internet. Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting. That digital address, it isn't always set in stone. In fact, every single one of your devices gets its address in one of two fundamentally different ways. And that method is what determines if it's fixed in place or if it's always changing. So first up, we have the dynamic IP address. And honestly, this is what most of us are using at home every single day. It's kind of like checking into a hotel and being assigned a room number. A system automatically just hands out an available address from a big pool. It's super efficient, it's easy, and that address can and does change over time. This is how internet providers can efficiently manage a limited number of addresses for millions of us. Then, on the complete flip side, you have the static IP. Now, if a dynamic IP is like a temporary hotel room, a static one is like owning a house with a permanent, unchanging street address. It is manually set, it does not change, and it provides an incredibly consistent, reliable point of contact on the internet. This isn't automatic. It's a very deliberate choice for a specific reason. Okay, so we've got the automatic, temporary one, and the fixed, permanent one. How do they actually stack up against each other when we get down to the nitty-gritty? Let's look at the real-world trade-offs. This chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? With a static IP, you're paying for that incredible stability, but yeah, it often costs a little extra and you have to do some manual setup. Security-wise, because it's always in the same place, it can be an easier target, so you gotta be more careful. Dynamic, on the other hand, it's simple, it's usually included in your plan, and that changing address actually gives you a bit of a privacy boost by making you a moving target. Right, but this is more than just a table of features. Where does this stuff actually matter? Let's dive into some real-world situations where this choice makes all the difference. You're going to want a static IP if you're doing anything that needs to be found at the exact same address every single time. We're talking about things like hosting your own website or maybe running a game server for you and your friends. Or what about needing a rock-solid VPN connection to your office network for remote work? For that, a fixed, predictable address is absolutely essential. But let's be real, for the vast majority of us just living our daily digital lives, a dynamic IP is perfect. If all you're doing is browsing the web, streaming shows, and scrolling social media, it's exactly what you need. It's the default for a reason. It's simple, it's more private, and it just works without you ever having to think about it. No fuss, no extra fees. So, which one is actually the best? Well, the truth is, it completely depends on you. There is no single best option here. It is all about picking the right tool for what you need to do online. When you strip it all away, it really comes down to this one core trade-off. Are you looking for that effortless flexibility and the privacy that comes with a changing address? Or is your number one priority the absolute stability and control that only a permanent fixed address can give you? Hey, if this explainer helped clear things up for you, do us a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe to TechRed for more breakdowns like this one. We'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What other tricky tech concepts should we tackle next? And I'll leave you with this to chew on. Just imagine for a second if your online address was as permanent and as public as your actual home address. How might that change the way you use the internet every single day?